Everyone, welcome back to another 2v2 Warhammer battle. This is kind of a crazy one. So this is not starting a few minutes into the fight. This is the very beginning of the battle. I have to leave this pause because stuff pops off immediately with how we Vanguard deployed here. Oh boy, armies here. For my infantry force here, we have 3 of the Eternal Guards. One of them is the Renowned unit. We also have back here Loix Tricksters and then 2 Treekin as well. We are being led by the female Glade Lord on a horse. We also have a Branch Wraith with Pendulum, Awakening of the Wood, and the Heal Spell. Down here, in my initial plan, is we have 2 Deepwood Scouts and then the Hawkeyes of Drakira, which again have the Discouraged ability on their ammunition, which is a huge deal. Then off to the side we have a Wild Rider here and a Wild Rider there. The idea of my formation was to hit their front lines, force their fast units to try and kill my ranged units as we slowly withdrew towards our advancing infantry, and then just kind of ambush them with these Wild Riders from here and crush their quick forces, their Centaurs, maybe catch a Gorbel in there or something. That was the plan. That's not what happened at all, because over here we have my allies army, which is a whole bunch of miners on top of miners on top of miners, and then we have 2 rangers with great weapons, 1 on each flank, 3 normal rangers. Then back up here in the non-Vanguard section, we have a group of Slayers, 2 Gyrocopters with brimstone guns, a Runesmith Master Engineer, and Thorgrim Grudge Bearer. That is my allies army, and he Vanguard deployed right on top of one of the enemy's Vanguard deployed units, which involve 3 Centaurs, 2 of which are... No, 4 Centaurs. 5 Centaurs. Jesus, there's more here than I thought. I think a lot of these guys die really quickly, which is why I didn't realize how many there were. Alright, so we got 5 Centaurs. 2 of them are great weapon. 3 of them are great weapons. 2 of them are normal. We have a couple Ungorhers. I think 3 of them over here. We have a Chaos Puppy with poison right there. And that's the Vanguard deployed. You can see they literally deployed right on top of each other. This is the very first second of the match, and everyone is just on top of each other. It's a giant party. I didn't get the memo, apparently. Actually, I did get the memo, because some of my Wild Riders are in there. Then over here, we have more Vanguard deployment with 3 normal Gore Herds. Down here, we have a big leadership pocket here of Hazarak, the One-Eye, on a chariot, 2 Gorbals, Minotaurs with shields, and a Razorgore chariot. They are going to be going all the way around like so. That's what they're going to be doing. Then down here is a hell ton of infantry. Is that even a word, a hell ton? They got a hell ton. We got a whole bunch of Ungor Spears, Gore Herds with shields, 2 Bestigors are mixed in here, and then we have a Beast Lord and a Brave Shaman of the Wild. And holy crap. I've sometimes had a Vanguard unit deployed on another one here and there, but actually like half of an army on top of another half of an army, I don't think has ever been done before. So let's press play. So immediately my plan is gone to shit because there's no one over here to antagonize. So we're going to move our archers over here. We're going to try and support a fight that's going to be going on in the forest, and this is where the battle is going to take place for near like the entire game. Quickly, the Chaos Puppies are going to rout. Remember, all of our arrows over here, well, some of them anyway, are dealing discouraging damage, which Beastmen do not have the highest amount of leadership in the first place, so it really hurts them. Unfortunately, my Wild Riders are stuck between all these Centaurs, and they are dead. These Wild Riders are gone. That's 1,100 just gone. The other Centaurs over here got into the Rangers who immediately withdrew. You see these Rangers started on top of an Ungor herd and a Centaur, so they are dead. The Hero Squad of the Dwarves are coming in. The massive amounts of the Beastmen infantry are going to be coming at us like this. And then again, that Hero Squad is going to be going all the way around here with the chariots and trying to finish off the Rangers over here. Meanwhile, my army is just going down over here. We're going to try and hold and help our Dwarf forces hold here. This is going to be the line. This is the line of battle right there. Meanwhile, Rangers are going to be tucked in back here. My archers are going to be moving over to this area right there. And the 1 Wild Rider I have left is going to be going in charging the Centaurs who've already routed and then came back. We are still dealing with the other Centaur groups in here and some Ungor herds. So out of that initial engagement, I think actually maybe all the Centaurs are alive. We have the 2 normal ones. Yeah, and then we have the 3 ones with great weapons. They all got severely injured and nearly killed, but they are all still alive. But anyway, we're going to do a rear charge here of the Wild Riders. They're going to force them to withdraw again because they're also getting shot by the Gyrocopters with brimstone guns. And now the Ungor herds are also routing out of this combat, but they are going to be joined by just this huge amount of Beastmen infantry. We have a Centaur coming over here. We're going to hit them with our Deepwood Scouts and Chakaran warriors. You can see that they stopped here. And what they were doing is that they were giving attack orders to my archers, but I put them off of fire at will, so they stopped firing, and then they went back into stalk mode, in which actually paused them. Not intentional. It was not my intention to get them into stalk mode to break this, although that is some advanced tactic shit right there, and I would like to say, oh yeah, I did that because, you know, I'm so good. But no, that was just a byproduct of me turning them off of fire, I will, because I didn't want them to waste ammo on like an Ungor herd or something. But it really benefited me here. Anyway, we're going to start pounding these Centaurs. They got their new attack orders. Again, my ally is just going to be holding off into this forest right there. We have some Slayers over here holding off some Spearmen. I want to try and get my Branch Wraith over here because, well, because you can, you know what's going to be happening. We managed to intercept these Centaurs and rout them again with our warriors, or what are they? Hawkeyes of Jakira. I'm going to get our Glade Lord to hang around the archers this entire game to try and buff them with her archery buff. In case you didn't know, if you have that active, it's like a 12% damage boost, something like that, to all other archers around you. Meanwhile, Kazrak and the Razorgore chariots, I think I may just like sit like this. I'm not going to move around too much. But anyway, Kazrak and his chariots over here destroying the rest of the Rangers. Gore Bulls coming in, Minotaurs and a Gore Herd is coming in. But look at all this infantry just piled up right there. That's a lot of infantry. And right now, my scouts are protected by low extrictors down here. We also have our Wild Riders off to the side. And you can see all these miners throwing in, doing good damage with their savage charges over here. We have our Treekin. We have all of our, well, 2 of our Winter Guard, or Eternal Guard, in here as well. And here comes the Pendulum spell. You knew it was coming. A lot of good damage there. The Centaur is going to jump on our Branch Wraith. I'm not entirely sure why they didn't just go right over here because there's nothing to stop them. Going to run my Treekin over here. I was worried about the chariots and Kazrak coming down here, which is why I put my Eternal Guard over here while I'm running my low extrictors up there as well.
As you say.
And we're going to get spammed here by this Brace Shaman. It's not really going to do that much damage because we're in a wide formation. I should say, like, what's the formation? Loose formation, so it's really not doing that much. And now we're just going to pile in our arrows on these Bestigors and also anything that's around them. You see Chariots doing some good damage there, getting a rear charge on our Winterheart Guard. We're trying to follow them with the Eternal Guard here, and low extrictors again are going to go over there and try and catch them. Wild Riders is coming back from killing some more Centaurs. They're going to try and catch these Razorgore Chariots as well because this is a big priority because it is so mobile. Here goes another one of those spells. Again, it's not going to do too much on our loose formation. Meanwhile, up here, Thorgrim, Master Engineer, Thorgrim and the Runesmith are over here fighting these guys. The Master Engineer and all the Rangers got caught by the Gore Bulls, Kazrak, and the Chariot, and they are now routing. Do what I can to help them, but I don't want to get my archers any closer than what they already are. Pulling back one of our Eternal Guard to try and shore up our defenses right up here because we don't want these Gore Bulls and the Minotaurs breaking through. So we got the low extrictors, we got our Wild Riders and Eternal Guard right there. You can see some units that came back from rounding trying to go over here. We're going to be like, nope. And we're going to quickly plug this hole with the group of Treekin, and they are not going to hold the line. You probably maybe saw it, did an Awakening of the Wood over here. We will cast, I think, one more Awakening of the Wood when these units come back from their routing and rejoin the fray. There goes another one of those spells. Again, it's really not doing too much. They should really stop doing that and probably focus on this more tightly packed group of soldiers. There we go. There's another Awakening of the Wood, doing really good damage considering how tightly packed all these units are. And they just keep running into these dwarves. I don't know why they didn't apply more pressure here or use more units to flank me right here, but this is never going to be threatened, which, thank God. We broke those Centaurs, and those are the only ones threatening this part of the map, so they're no longer a threat. And there you go. You can see me getting a massive chain route here, helped with the, again, the debuff from the Hawkeyes of Jakira. And you see, again, my Glade Lord is just going to be sitting back here sniping heroes. She's been shooting, I think, Kazrak right now. You see me actually netted him with the prey of Anathema to try and do more damage. But I don't want these archers focusing him down. I still want them trying to kill all these massive amount of units and shatter them. But my Glade Lord is currently shooting at Kazrak. You see we have low extrictors on Kazrak. He cannot run because he's been netted, and he is going to rout right here. Meanwhile, the Beast Lord is over here contending with our Treekin. I'm going to run the Wild Riders over here and try and smash into these Bestigors and just units back in here to try and get them to reroute. And they were just going to kind of do cycle charging back there. Meanwhile, Thorgrim Grudgebearer and the Runesmith are still holding it up there at the top of this formation, supported by what miners they have left. They have lost a lot, but there are still enough dwarves left and backed up by my Treekin and the not the Winterheart Guard, but the Eternal Guard, because the Winterheart Guard is now down here, and there will be another whole other wave of Beastmen coming over to try and apply pressure once again. Right now, all of our archers are focusing on the Gore Bulls because they are one of the biggest threats remaining, so we're trying to do a lot of good damage to them. We're probably doing some friendly fire here as well, but we really need to bring down those Gore Bulls, and we don't have too much ammunition left, so I really want to try and get their health down while we have ammunition to use. And here you go, you can see like the third wave of Beastmen coming in again, but we do have a Treekin, Winterheart Guard, and Eternal Guard over here holding off the Beast Sword, and soon to be Bestigors and Ungor herds. Meanwhile, over here, a Wild Rider went like bloop, 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 and now it's going to go bloop, right into the back of these guys. Try and rout them if we can. Winterheart Guard are going to detach from trying to snipe the Brace Shaman and reinforce this position down here because I can see there are more forces coming in. And again, I don't know why this player is not going down this way. I'm thankful They should have, but they're just kind of plowing into our Treekin here. They're hitting us with another spell that's barely doing anything. It hasn't done anything yet, and it's still doing it. You can see the engineer trying to shoot, I believe, Gorbles at this point. I'm not entirely sure they're firing at, but I'm guessing they're shooting at Gorbles. And again, using our Wild Riders just kind of ping-pong back and forth, and then they're going to disengage here and then charge down into here to support the Winterheart Guard, who is very low in health. And at this point, we're going to start casting the first of our heal spells. I don't think I've cast, maybe I've casted one so far, but we should be casting another one in this group here relatively soon. From our Branch Wraith, who's now fighting against the Beast Sword and doing some good damage there, along with the Low Extrictors, who have reinforced this position because they are no longer needed up here because the Gorbles are almost dead, and I feel like my ally can finish them off. I believe Thorgrim is still alive, and the Runesmith. Or did they get Thorgrim? Did they kill Thorgrim? I guess they did. I didn't think they got Thorgrim. I mean, I guess it's to be expected because two Gorbles are fighting Thorgrim for a very, very long time, along with a lot of other units up there. But the Runesmith is still alive. They're still trying to finish off those two Gorbles. Meanwhile, we are now shattering the third wave of Beastmen that came in. We have held the line, and now we're going to start moving up units over here. It's at this point that I still have some ammunition. We only have one Deep Wood Scout that's out of ammunition, and again, we're going to come up here, but it's going to be too late for the Beastmen. They did manage, I guess, to snipe Thorgrim. I really didn't think they did, but they did. And that was a fun fight. That was a very fun fight. Yeah, no, he totally died, but he took 146 of them with him. 146 kills on Thorgrim Grudgebearer is a lot. 157 on these Slayers, 153 on a Miner with blasting charges. Things were intense in that forest. That was a straight fight for 7.5 minutes in that forest. For my forces here, the Branch Wraith got a ton of kills because the Pendulum Spell, Awakening of the Wood, and then just some melee damage on units. My Eternal Guard held, which I'm glad they did. Low Strictors helped snipe down Razor Gore, Chariots, and Kazrak, I believe. My Archers did a really good job. Wild Rider, 248 kills. Just imagine how quick that battle would have been if I did not deploy these in that forest. If I had two Wild Riders in that fight, oh my god, the amount of rear charging and just, oh, it would have been too hot for TV. That's how hot it would have been. Then also the Treekin did really well and barely took any damage. They were also healed, I think, twice through that battle. But I tried to focus most of my Winds of Magic on offensive spells, considering how bunched up those Ungor spears were. I'm like, I have to take advantage of this. We have to Awakening of the Wood these Beastmen. Speaking of, we have 96 kills on an Ungor herd, which is insane. Kazrak, 103 kills, which is a lot of those Rangers, so that was really good kills there. Same thing with the Razor Gore Chariot, over 100 kills. Minotaur is also 83 kills. So, excuse me. Yeah, ton of good kills on killing all of the Dwarven Rangers. That was a good move on their part. And then this is the player with the huge, obscene amount of infantry. And you can see they didn't get too many kills. This cohort did get 100. Best cohort's got 30 each. But yeah, like, it looks impressive. But when you... Like, if they had enveloped our army and not just thrown everything in the front, this probably would have been a different game. If they had designated, like, half of their army to go around that southern area and assault my archers, or at the very least come in behind the miners, behind my Winterheart Guard, or Eternal Guard, then we would have routed due to just having enemies. Like, there's so many, but we got lucky that this player just barreled them through into the miner wall, and they just got corralled and slowly killed, which... Thankfully, they did that. But yeah, that was a fun fight. You don't see fights like that every time. And, yeah, let's go watch that in a cinematic view this time. Just look at this. Just look at these poor Wild Riders in the mix of all of these Centaurs. Like, what? Oh, my God. That's it.
Very well.
I immediately tried to give them a withdrawal order. I did not realize how... buried they were. They were pretty buried. Oh, that is an obscene amount of beastmen.
Go! Now!
Go get him, Slayers.
Fire! Quickly! The wall!
This is also played, I forgot to mention, on high model counts. So it just makes this huge infantry army even that more insane. Did you just hit my tree in the back with a sapphire chart? Hey, hey, hey!
Armed and ready!
This is where all the Rangers used to be. All those bombs! Oh my god, that's such a good target for bombs. Bunch of squishy beastmen. Oh Jesus, stop it, it's too much. What up, Kazrak?
Now! Glory to the eternal realm! Target! Let's hunt! Okay! Yes! Death to our enemies! Write them down! Flatten them! With haste! Let fly! Swiftly! For Ethel Lauren!
This must be where Thorgrim falls.
Wake up now! Ride!
Quickly! Swiftly!
Forever loyal!
Orders!
Vainqueurs!
To war! Orders understood.
They will die!
It is done! Quickly! Very well! Smash them!
Armed and ready!
Set with haste!
At pace!
Onward! Heed, Admiral Lauren.
With haste!
With haste! Straight away!
Really fun battle. Looks really cool to watch too, with the units set on max and fighting around a forest with some cool hilly terrain. This is a fun one for me. I hope you enjoyed that one, everybody. I will see you all in the next one. Take care.